Hi, it's 1:30 in the morning. I am trying to figure out how to edit a video. I think I finally figured it out to use the edit feature on my phone. It's not that great on my phone or Samsung. I have a Samsung Note 10. It takes great pictures, but the video feature is not quite as good, but you work with what you have anyway. So I have spent the last, I don't know, at least 30 minutes. I was trying to figure out how to there's a video that on my phone that I created. I did like a pictures with an audio file, which I'm going to include after this, and I kept trying to figure out, well, how do I edit, how do I wanted to just trim it. Basically, I didn't want to do any major editing, just trim it. And it's not real easy. The Samsung does not make it that easy. I mean, you can do it, and once you figure it out, it's not hard to do, but it's not real. It's not very easy. It's not very easy, and it's not very. Wow, I'm tired. I am really, really tired. I did a couple videos earlier. Anyway, it's everything I read online didn't give much of an explanation on how to do it. I kind of just winged it, and played with the video to try to figure out how to edit, how to trim, how to do some edits, because I figured, worst case, I'm just going to throw the video away, start all over again. I really didn't want to do that, but I figured if I have to, I will. I really didn't want to, but I figured if I have to, I will. So anyway, I finally figured out how to edit it. Now, from what I've read online, I trimmed the end of the video, some off the end of the video. From what I read online, there is not much way to trim anything off the middle of a video. So I guess if I make a major blunder in the middle of my video, generally, though, the last couple of videos I've done, I started to realize, wait, I'm going off track here. I want to start over. And I would just stop the video. And I would just stop the video, and then pick it back up a little bit later. I guess, anyway, I just pick it up later. But now that I finally figured out how in my phone to trim it off, I can at least trim the end of it off. But for the most part, I realize I'm starting to go out into left field, and I just stop the video and and then restart it and do another video, and then just, edit, stick them together, whatever. I'm not real good at that yet either. I use something, to kind of put them together. I'm trying to work on that a little bit. It's not real easy. I mean, at least for me, I'm not very, I guess, tech savvy, you would say. I'm good with the internet. I've been on the internet for like 20 years, and I've built my own websites, and then I'm like, but I feel like just a complete idiot when it comes to trying to do the videos. I mean, I've been taking pictures for years, and a few years, over 10 years, but I'm just not that great, with the video. However, I've never photoshopped my pictures. I do Photoshop some of my self-portraits, but I don't Photoshop any of my landscape pictures, nature pictures, whatever. I don't landscape those. I don't Photoshop. And as far as the videos, I pretty much do them in the raw, and I said that right from the beginning. I don't edit. I just go with it. So if I make a bunch of blunders, there's going to be a whole bunch of blunders, and they're just going to stay, and whatever. Sometimes I tend to ramble, and now that I know how to edit, now that I've at least figured out how to trim it off, if I do get too rambly, I can at least trim a little bit of the ending off, and start over with another video, create another one, edit it, and then just take that off and create another one. But for the most part, I don't really edit my videos, and I said that right in the beginning. I just, I'm getting tired. I just go with it. Whatever's there's there. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's what I'm doing right now. I'm tired. My eyes are burning. I have dry eyes anyway. I also have something which I was going to talk about another time. I have something with my eyes called corneal dystrophy. Doctor ophthalmologist said not to worry about it. And of course I have dry eyes. But anyway, it's progressive genetic disease. Doesn't cause blindness, but can cause severe vision loss. I hope and pray that I really hope and pray I don't get to that point. But my mom and dad never. They said it is genetic, and my mom and dad never had it. So, anyways, the purpose of this video, I don't want to go off in left field. Was to talk about the video editing, and I'm not good at it, so I can't really offer much. I can say that the internet is not really, at least for my phone, not that great. It didn't explain it well, and I had to figure it out on my own. There may be apps though that would do a better job. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I can edit the beginning and the ending of the video. Now there may be apps that would aid in editing out pieces, sections in the middle of the video. Anyone who watches this, listens to this, if there is an app they use or could recommend, great. I would love to hear about it. But other than that, I'm just going with it, and I don't edit. Oops, my thumb's up there. I don't edit. I pretty much do them straight from go. First off, I'm not very good at it and don't really know how, so that's kind of part of it. I don't really know what I'm doing. And one of the first videos I did, I look back at it and I go, oh my God, I look awful. It was a terrible video. And there were comments, video quality wasn't the greatest, and the sun was shining right in my face, but right into the car, so it wasn't the best video. Anyway, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to put one more video out, share that. There are some free, there are some apps online. There's a couple that give a trial. I haven't really used those yet, so I can't really comment on those apps just yet. Just to say how they do or don't do. There's some free ones I've used that are pretty good, pretty okay. And then there's some other stuff I'm doing, creative, just some stuff I'm doing on my own, Anyway, like I said, 1:30 in the morning, and generally before I sleep, I listen to some podcasts. I watch TV. I watched a movie earlier, but and right before bed, right before I go to sleep, I usually listen to. I don't watch. I listen to a couple of or not a couple. I listen to, right now I'm in a 7-hour podcast about strange creatures, scary stories and strange creatures. I don't know if it's real. It's mostly not, but it's just scary stories about cryptids and and strange creatures and that kind of thing. And I really like listening to that, and it puts me in a mood. I go to sleep. So anyway, after this video, I've included the video that I edited, or trimmed rather. I didn't edit. So I didn't really edit. I just trimmed. And it was also a video that I was trying to figure out how to use audio, put audio to plain pictures. And I managed to do that. I used something called Voice Recorder. I haven't been back to it and used it again, so I'll have to test that out and try it out a few times, but to kind of get the hang of that with a plain picture. But that was the problem. It repeats itself. It runs in a loop. That was my thing. That was the thing that I had such an issue with, is that it runs in a loop. So, it's like music, but it's no big deal with music. the music ends after 2 minutes, or whatever. And I don't know how long the audio file was. Maybe, I think the entire, I take that back, the entire audio file, because I put a lot more pictures I had more pictures than audio, and the audio file was only 1 minute and 58 seconds, and then I had added a bunch of pictures and made it up to like 3 minutes and 51 seconds, and I had to trim everything off from 1 minute 58 seconds to 3 minutes and 51 seconds, so that it wasn't just running in a loop, and repeating the same thing over and over again. So that I found out, whatever audio file that I do, if I want to put it to a picture, it has to match up with, if I'm adding pictures, it has to, the audio file has to match up to the pictures exactly. And, and then I think that's what I did. I added more pictures just to make sure that I had enough, and then now I finally figured out how to take off all the ones that I don't need. But that's kind of annoying, and I don't really understand, and I don't get that. I mean, but when I do the pictures, when I do the photo editor or the picture editors, and I just put music to pictures, it doesn't really matter if the music, stops and starts replaying again. It's really no big deal. But when you're doing a voice recording and it repeats over and over and over again on a loop, that's kind of I don't like that. I don't want to do that. So anyway, following this video is going to be my clipped, trimmed video that I did with a voice recorder, an audio file to some pictures that I trim. Like I said, from 1 minute, it was 3 minutes and 51 seconds. It is now 1 minute and 58 seconds. So trimmed off all the audio that I didn't, the repeating audio. So anyway, again, it's probably about 1:45 now, and I'm gonna end for tonight. And I don't know, I'll guess until next time, good night. Record. Hello world. Just used Spreaker Audio, did not like it. Couldn't figure out how to edit that feature. It wasn't very good. I understand that Spreaker Audio wants you to sign up for a pro plan, I guess to record stuff, do whatever. But I need to know how to use it. I'm just like with video, I'm not very good at this. I mean, I'm trying. I really am trying, but I'm not that good, and I need to know what I can do and what I can't do before I start plunking in money to something that may absolutely be useless for me. I wanted to add a photo to the recording, and it simply wouldn't allow me. I thought, okay, maybe the picture file is too big. I'll go to a smaller picture file just as a test, just to see what happens. Didn't work. I was unable. I tried it, and I tried to put a picture to the audio file, and it wouldn't allow it. So that was strike number one against it. And then it was like, okay, I didn't see a way to edit it. So basically, if I want to edit the audio file, it looks like I have to try to find another app to edit the audio file. So, or either that, I didn't see anything in the app that told me that I could edit it. So, I guess I could, but anyway, I didn't bother to do that. The main thing was to add a picture, and that didn't work. So now I'm over to something else. I don't know. It's called voice recorder. I have no idea what it is. I'm just using something else.